Okay, so we're at my studio. It's in Dallas. Yeah, I've been here for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. And so before I'd been working out of a shed, like a backyard shed, and so it's nice to have a proper studio now.
This isn't your song. This isn't your music.
Wait, did you just like, was this just like some source material that you had like at your house that you were?
I'm always collecting. I'm collecting images. I'm collecting magazines all the time. I have a big collection of National Geographic, Life magazines over there. And then I'm always just kind of thumbing through and finding imagery. It's a swimming pool. And so, where's that one? So if you look over there on the wall, we have the gouache painting with the swimming pool. So this is the reference, and then that's the execution of that image.
Was there a specific source image that you were using for the wrestling? Because there's almost like something Greco-Roman about it.
There is something. So I've been toying around with this idea for a while of these wrestlers, and Jacob wrestling an angel. It's kind of this old art trope, And then I came across this image, a couple of images actually, but this one in particular of this father and son wrestling, and I've been sort of using that one, and I'm okay with this figure looking younger, because it becomes more of, it could be Jacob wrestling God,
Yeah, like the father and the son.
or it could become a self-portrait of me wrestling my shadow, or me wrestling my my inner child,
Mm-hmm.
And so this begins to tie into the fighters. The fighters were all self-portraits. Like each one of the fighters could be seen as me, a version of myself, a version of my, like each one of them a part of my ego trying to like express itself, trying to like put itself out into the world, and then having a lot of reservations, having a lot of like inner turmoil of like, how do I present myself into the world? How do I put myself out there? How do I express like who I am? I feel like I've had a lot of opportunities that I've turned down. I have this idea that my name is my currency, especially as an artist. So these products, these paintings are a product. The art world is, I feel like there's two sides to it. There's the market, and then there's the this space here. And I try to stay in this space as much as I can, because if I think about how my work is presented too much, if I think about, well, maybe I should be further along than I am, then I can get really cynical. I can get, I feel like you just kind of start to spiral, So I try to, as much as I can, to stay in the space and let the work speak for itself.
Since we were last here, it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
What was your thought process on some of these changes?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It was blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was it was kind of a blue underpainting at first. I don't know, I kind of wanted a very subtle painting, where the color transitions were sort of sparse, But I wanted like parts of it to be like really illuminated. I like the almost illuminated look to it. I feel like it kind of places the painting in sort of like an unknown, like dreamlike. I don't like that term. I don't like the word dreamlike, but it kind of places the painting in a sort of otherworldly landscape.
This one's new too.
Yeah, this is these are Domino players, after a Bonnard painting. So I had the idea of these domino players for a long time. I kind of sketched them out, and I didn't know what to do as far as a setting for them. It was just a table and the two players.
Yeah.
And, you know, I look at a lot of images. I look at a lot of paintings and photographs and, you know, a lot of other artist work. And I saw this Bonnard painting, and it clicked. It was like, that's it. That's the setting. Actually, there was a transition period where I was looking more at like sort of alchemaic principles and esoteric ideas and like William Blake and stuff like that. And then that began to feed into, was working for me with esoteric William Blake-ish sort of work, was this idea of kind of creating my own narrative around myth and religion. And so I just started using the language that I knew.
Are you a spiritual person? Are you a religious person? Or I guess like how are these informed?
Putting me on the spot here. I went to a school in Kentucky, Asbury Theological Seminary, and I was there for a semester, and I decided that wasn't the path for me. Well, I wanted to be a priest for a while. There was a period of time where I wanted to pursue that life, and then I realized what I was really interested in was the narrative, the story. I think the way that we use language to describe how we interact with one another and how we interact with the divine source, God, whatever you want to call the universe, I think it's really beautiful. This is just a lens. This is a lens that you can experience life through. And I think that's what I was really connecting to.